Welcome back to IELTS Navigator Pro. Have you ever pondered over how to excel in the initial segment of the IELTS speaking test? Let's dive deep into the details and uncover the secrets. The IELTS Speaking Part 1, also referred to as the Introduction and Interview, is the perfect platform to make your first impression. Clocking in at around 4 to 5 minutes, this section is meticulously designed to evaluate your proficiency in English communication. The examiner will probe you with general questions about familiar topics. These could range from your hometown, your hobbies, your occupation, your academic pursuits, or even your preferred cuisine. The charm of Part 1 in the fact that there are no right or wrong answers. The objective is to exhibit your English speaking skills through fluent, coherent responses. The format is simple. The examiner will question you on 3 varied topics. The ultimate goal is to make you feel at ease while speaking English and to measure your ability to engage in diverse dialogues. Comprehending the layout and intention of Part 1 is the stepping stone to your success. The key to a great IELTS score lies in understanding the types of questions asked. In the IELTS Speaking Part 1, the examiner will ask you a variety of questions. Let's delve into 3 primary types you may encounter. First up are the questions about personal experiences. These could be about your family, your hometown, or even your hobbies. For instance, you may be asked, "Can you tell me about your hometown?" or "What do you usually do in your free time?" Here, the examiner wants to evaluate your ability to recount experiences in a coherent and fluent manner. Next, we have questions about preferences. These will often start with phrases like, "Do you prefer," or "Would you rather," for example. Do you prefer reading books or watching movies? In responding to these questions, the focus is not just on what you prefer, but why you prefer it. Your ability to justify your preferences will be assessed here. Finally, we have questions about habits. These questions might be about your daily routines or lifestyle choices. You might hear something like, "What's your daily routine?" or "How often do you exercise?" The examiner is checking your capacity to describe regular activities and patterns in your life. Now, here's a golden nugget of wisdom for you. Regardless of the type of question, always aim to give a complete answer. Avoid one-word or short answers. For example, if asked, "Do you enjoy reading?" don't just say yes or no. Expand your answer. You could say, "Yes, I enjoy reading. I find it relaxing and informative. I especially love reading historical fiction because it allows me to learn about different cultures and periods in history." Remember, the examiner is not just interested in your answer, but also in your ability to articulate your thoughts in English. So use these questions as an opportunity to display your language proficiency. Knowing the types of questions helps you prepare better answers. And with this understanding, you're already one step closer to acing your IELTS Speaking Part 1. Onward and upward. How can you answer IELTS speaking? Part 1 questions effectively. You may ask yourself this question as you prepare for this crucial exam. Fret not, for we're about to delve into some strategies that can help you ace this part of the IELTS speaking test. First off, let's talk about expanding answers. It's not enough to just give one word or short answers. For instance, if you're asked about your favorite book, don't just mention the title. Instead, weave a narrative around it. Talk about why it's your favorite, the impact it had on you, or perhaps how you stumbled upon it. This technique not only showcases your ability to speak fluently, but also demonstrates your command over the language. Next, let's tackle the importance of staying on topic. It's easy to drift off course when you're nervous. But remember, the examiner is interested in your ability to address the question asked. So, if you're asked about your hobbies, don't end up talking about your work. It's all right to take a moment and gather your thoughts before responding. Now, on to using a range of vocabulary and grammar structures. The key here is balance. You want to impress the examiner with your language skills, but you also don't want to sound like a walking dictionary. Use varied vocabulary and grammar structures, but ensure they are used appropriately and in a contextually relevant manner. For example, if you're asked about your favorite holiday, don't just say it was good. Describe it as enchanting or exhilarating. and explain why. Lastly, remember to practice. The more you practice, the more comfortable you'll be on the day of the test. Mock interviews can be a great way to get used to the format and timing of the test, while also getting feedback on your performance. With these tips, you can answer any question confidently and effectively. Remember, the IELTS Speaking Part 1 is not just about answering questions, but about showcasing your English language skills in a concise, clear, and coherent manner. So go forth and conquer. Let's delve into some common mistakes that can impact your IELTS score and discuss ways to bypass them. The first one to consider is the tendency to provide answers that are either too brief or excessively lengthy. Remember, it's the substance of your response that matters, not its length. Your answers should be concise, but packed with information, conveying a complete thought or idea without straying from the topic. Another pitfall is the use of informal language. Even though the test adopts a conversational tone, maintaining a degree of formality in your language is crucial. Slang, contractions, and colloquial expressions might feel conversational, but they can tarnish the caliber of your response. Thus, stick to standard English to showcase your language competencies. Another mistake is to either freeze or be nervous when you make any error. It's essential to understand that it's perfectly all right to stay calm and continue speaking naturally. This strategy aids in preserving your fluency and coherence, which are integral to a high score. So, how can you sidestep these common mistakes? The key is practice. The more familiar you are with the test format and expectations, the better you can evade these pitfalls. By being vigilant of these common mistakes and avoiding them, you can significantly improve your IELTS speaking score. Keep these tips in mind, and you'll be on the right track to acing. To sum up, IELTS. Speaking Part 1 is all about being prepared and confident. We've delved into the structure and types of questions you'll encounter. Remember, it's not a test of knowledge, but of communication. We shared actionable tips for effective responses and highlighted common pitfalls to be wary of. Missteps can be avoided with awareness and practice. Don't forget, your confidence can shape your success. With understanding, preparation, and practice, you can ace IELTS Speaking Part 1. Good luck with your IELTS preparation. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to like and subscribe to our channel for more tips and advice. Speaking of subscribing, let's take a moment to make sure you're connected with us. See that subscribe button below the video? Go ahead and click on it. A little bell icon will appear next to it. Make sure to click on that too, so you'll be the first to know when we upload new IELTS tips and tricks. And don't be shy. Share this video with your friends who might also be preparing for the IELTS. The more the merrier, right? Also, we love hearing from you. Drop a comment below if you have any questions or thoughts. We're here to help you succeed in your IELTS journey.